Hello students, in this lecture we will discuss the main protagonist of the novel, A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man, is Stephan dadlus. The main character of Stephan dadlus is a harshly drawn version of Joyce himself at the age 22. Stephan first appeared as the main character of A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man, which followed his development from early childhood to his proud and ambitious days before leaving Dublin for Paris and the realization of his artistic capabilities. When we met Stephan again at the beginning of Ulysses, it's over 2 years after the end of Portrait. Stephan has been back in Dublin for over a year after having returned to Stephan has been back in Dublin for over a year, having returned to sit at his mother's deathbed. Stephan's artistic talent is still unrealized. He is currently a reluctant teacher of history at a boys' school. He is disappointed and moody and is still dressed in mourning over the death of his mother almost a year ago. Stephan's interaction with various characters in the opening episode of the book crystallized over sense of damaging ties and obligations that have resulted from Stephan's return to Ireland. At the beginning of Ulysses, Stephan is a self-conscious young man whose identity is still in information. Stephan's aloofness and his attempts to understand himself through fictional characters such as Hamlet dramatize his struggle to solidify his identity. Stephan is depicted as above most of the action of the novel. He exists mainly within his own world of ideas. His action in the world tends to pointedly distance himself from others and from the world listed. His freeness with money is less a demonstration of his generosity than his lack of material concern. His unwashed state similarly reflects his removal from the material world. His cryptic stories and riddles cut off others off rather than include them. He stubbornly holds grudges, and our admiration of his noble struggle for independence is tempered by our knowledge of the impoverished siblings he has left behind. If Stephan himself is an unsympathetic character, however, the issues central to his identity struggle are easier for us to symbolize with. From his contemplation of the eye's perception of the outside world to his teaching of a history lesson of his meditation or mother love, Stephan mental mentoring centered on the problem of whether and how to be the active or passive being with the world. Stephan struggled to the center around his parents, his mother, who seems to blame Stephan for refusing to pray at the deathbed, represents not only a mother's love but also the church and Ireland. Stephan is haunted by his mother's memory and ghost in the same way that he is haunted by memories of his early piety. Though Stephen's father is still alive and well, we see Stephen attempting to ignore or deny him throughout all. Ulysses. Stephen's struggle with his father seems to be about Stephen needs to have a space in which to create a space चलो ये है नहीं इसका क्या